Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
In Sister Wives, Tell All, Part 1, Cody stood up for Robyn as Janelle and Mary retaliated. Tell All, the 19th season of Sister Wives, is an emotional roller coaster. Cody and all of his ex-wives will discuss their opinions in public for the first time since their numerous divorces. The cast members made an emotional confession in Part 1 of the presentation, and this time, they are all sharing their stories from the bottom of their hearts. The original three wives are not reserving their criticism of Robyn and Cody. Cody, on the other hand, is making every effort to defend Robyn, his favorite wife. Cody, Mary, Janelle, and Christine had a special one-on-one meeting with Sukanya Krishnan on May 25. They all shared their thoughts on plural marriage and their current situation. In addition, Christine publicly acknowledged that she wished she had done things differently and that she regretted her 25-year marriage to Cody. Is Cody refusing to get married again in order to please Robyn? Although Cody has always supported polygamy, he and Robyn are currently monogamous. He described how polygamy felt like a kick in the face. Because he doesn't want the hassle, the questions, or the effort, he has decided not to be married again. Many fans believe Robyn will struggle with attention, which is why he doesn't want to take on another wife. Robyn, as we all know, hates being ignored, thus having a new wife would have a significant impact on her. Therefore, in order to make Robyn happy, he might not get married again. In every circumstance, he makes every effort to please Robyn. Sister Wives, an overview of Suki Krishnan's Tell All in Season 19. The first Tell All episode of Sister Wives Season 19, hosted by Suki Krishnan, was a whirlwind of emotions. Christine Brown openly expressed her misgivings about putting Cody first during their marriage during the one-on-one session. She is ashamed to acknowledge that she centered her life on meeting his demands and the expectations of her family. Her obsession with him took precedence over her own desires. She made an effort to accommodate Cody and organized her life in his way. They had to make specific plans for him because he didn't follow their lead or do what they did. She now understands that those things were unfair to both her and other people. However, Cody revealed that Robyn was the woman he loved the most out of all his marriages. His ex-wives bitch-slapped him for finding a higher love, and they both did. Cody tried to have a similar relationship with all of his wives, but it never worked out. Robyn and Cody seem to have a divine bond. Since no one can love everyone equally, he has been made to feel bad for loving Robyn, which is unfair. Janelle clarified that Cody had never spoken to them about higher love at the time when they were talking about it. That's revisionist history, too, she continued. Mary underlined that not everyone should aspire to be like Robyn because everyone is different. Mary should be loved by Robyn for who she is, not for trying to be like him. To others, that is unfair. Cody's ex-wives were not in the mood to spare him, no matter how much he attempted to justify his love for Robyn. Sister Wives Cody Brown's startling remark regarding the differences between mothers and fathers has drawn criticism. The Sister Wives Cody Brown drew fire for his viewpoint when he described the distinct ways that fathers and mothers show their love for their children. In the early 1990s, Cody married Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown in an attempt to establish a polygamous family. Cody had 13 children over the years, 1 with Mary, 6 with Christine, and 6 with Janelle. Prior to Robyn Brown's arrival, he was regarded as the Brown family's loyal patriarch. The Sister Spouses Season 19 star neglected his obligations to his other family with his first 3 spouses as his attention was drawn to Robyn. In an email to a Sister Wives fan that was uploaded by @Sucker4Reality, Cody acknowledged that he was envious of mothers who love their kids without conditions, but males are frequently expected to provide tough love. He said, they listen instead of trying to fix the problems like dads do. Many fans, however, took exception with his statement and attacked him in the comments section. It was stated by Redditor @orangebois_22 that everything that he can't do is because of some set of circumstances beyond his control. This comment was made by another Redditor, @Hegilium. He copped out instead of working on his ability to love without condition. The implications of Cody Brown's remarks for his relationship with his children. Between 2021 and 2023, Kody was in a monogamous relationship with Robyn after Mary, Janelle, and Christine split from him. Following the split, Kody began to turn away from his kids. He wanted an apology from his adult children, whom he felt did not respect Robyn. His children's relationship further soured when they refused to apologize. Kody hardly ever spoke to his kids, and the family stopped spending Christmas together. While some of his children didn't even get a call from him on their birthdays, he lavished Robyn's kids with gifts and affection. Kody's recent remarks have widened the emotional gap between him and his grown children. By arguing that mothers have an inborn, unconditional love for their children while fathers must develop it, he appeared to be trying to defend his lack of intimacy with them. He seems to be avoiding accountability by portraying fatherhood as inherently less caring. Regretfully, his comments will only cause his children and himself to grow more emotionally distant. Although Kody is likely aware that his children will not approve of his contentious remarks, he no longer appears to be interested in making amends. Our analysis of the reaction to Kody Brown's remark regarding parents. Kody is frequently viewed as the antagonist on Sister Wives, and his recent comments might have further tarnished his reputation. He was chastised by many Sister Wives watchers for reinforcing negative gender stereotypes. They also talked about their own fathers, who were equally as caring as their moms. Kody probably tried to use antiquated ideas about parenting to defend his lack of emotional ties to his older children. Fans of Sister Wives may have good reason to criticize Kody for ignoring fathers who are constantly there for their kids emotionally. Fans of Sister Wives believe Christine Brown is just as duplicitous as Robyn. Why do Sister Wives viewers believe Christine Brown is as duplicitous as Robyn Brown? This topic involves a number of factors. Fans, however, are observing how Christine's duplicitous behavior is making her more like Robyn. Someone doesn't want to be called this. After the first segment of the one-on-ones, viewers, however, are not impressed with Christine. To learn more about this circumstance, continue reading. Mary Brown is not defended by Christine Brown. The one-on-ones are now featuring the Sister Wives cast members. Here, Suki will conduct interviews with each of them to learn about their viewpoints and opinions on events that occurred over the season. This occurs following each season of the program. Because they protect one another and don't let their actual feelings show, they no longer do them jointly. But when Kody claimed he was too afraid to express his actual feelings to Mary, Christine did not stand up for her. Fans were offended by this and did not appreciate it. Mary needed to discuss her connection with Kody. But Christine didn't appear to give that much thought. This is the issue that supporters are having. Why Sister Wives viewers believe she is just like Robyn. Like Robyn Brown, fans believe Christine Brown is deceitful. At the moment, viewers are not entirely pleased with her. Although I acknowledge that the two have had their problems, I believe it was quite low of her to try to defend Kody by claiming he was afraid of Mary's response. When it comes to Mary being entitled to a conversation about their relationship, the entire "we were walking on eggshells a lot" thing is complete nonsense. Furthermore, does Christine always come out as hypocritical when discussing Mary, or is it just me? It always feels like a double-edged sword or backhanded, lol. In my opinion, it simply demonstrates that although Christine has made some progress, she still has a long way to go before she can fully abandon the polygamous mindset that destroys the other women in her life. Seeing that Christine needs to do a lot of self-reflection on how she views Mary in comparison to Kody made me very sad. Christine didn't appear to be standing up for Mary as she ought to have. Even without this, she shouldn't have justified Kody's behavior. This is the thing that upset the fans. Christine blamed her when the others agreed with Mary and believed Kody was crazy, despite the fact that she and Mary don't get along well. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe she is dishonest? Comment below with your thoughts. Your opinions on this matter would be greatly appreciated. For years, Sister Wives fans have followed the journey of Kody Brown and his 4 wives, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, through the trials of plural marriage. What started as a vision of a united, functional polygamist family eventually unraveled before our eyes. Christine left in 2021, Janelle in 2022, and Mary's relationship with Kody dissolved not long after. The once idealistic dream Kody held close had crumbled, and by season 19's Tell All Part 1, we saw just how much had been left unsaid, until now. While Christine had already exited the family and found new love in David Woolley, Janelle and Mary were facing the emotional repercussions of years spent vying for Kody's attention. Meanwhile, Robyn, now Kody's only remaining wife, sat at the center of much of the controversy, whether she intended to or not. And as Kody leaned heavily on defending her, the other women weren't buying it anymore. Kody's emotional state, playing victim or owning his truth? In a striking moment of vulnerability, or, as some critics believe, manipulation, Kody confessed to Suki that polygamy had slapped him in the face. After decades of promoting the benefits and blessings of plural marriage, he admitted that it left him emotionally bankrupt. "I don't want that headache," he stated bluntly, referring to the thought of remarrying another woman beyond Robyn. But this wasn't just about polygamy, it was about Robyn. In Kody's world, Robyn is the exception, the one who provided a higher love he claimed he had long been searching for. He painted a picture of emotional and spiritual intimacy that he never had with his other wives. To some viewers, this explanation felt like a betrayal, especially since it dismissed decades of shared life with Christine, Janelle, and Mary. Kody was trying to protect Robyn from the mounting criticism directed her way. He even said, "All my life, I've been bitch-slapped by my ex-wives for loving Robyn." That statement alone sparked outrage online. Was he not taking responsibility for how his actions might have fueled resentment? Instead of addressing why the others felt unloved or unseen, Kody doubled down on his defense of Robyn, portraying himself as the real victim of his wife's anger. Robyn, the center of controversy. Robyn didn't attend the Tell All Part 1 interview alongside the other women, but her presence was felt in nearly every conversation. From Kody's repeated defenses to the pointed remarks made by Mary and Janelle, it was clear she was the centerpiece of the Brown family divide. Some fans believe Robyn has long desired a monogamous marriage with Kody. Her discomfort with the plural dynamic has been subtly visible throughout the seasons. And many viewers interpret Kody's unwillingness to remarry as a way of appeasing Robyn's desire to be the sole focus of his life. He even admitted he no longer wants to deal with the headache of multiple wives, leading many to question how deeply Robyn has influenced his current mindset. It's not that Robyn is overtly villainous. But what fans and the ex-wives see is the preferential treatment, her ability to cry and sway Kody's emotions, the financial advantages she reportedly enjoys, and the time and attention she consistently gets from him. Over time, this favoritism created fractures that only grew deeper until they were beyond repair. Christine's brutally honest regrets. Christine Brown did not hold back in her sit-down with Suki. Despite being the first wife to leave Kody, her words still carried the raw sting of someone who had deeply invested in a life that ultimately let her down. "I regret wrapping my life around his needs," she confessed. She admitted she lost herself trying to accommodate Kody and the plural family system, and looking back, she wishes she had prioritized herself sooner. What made Christine's confession powerful was the clarity with which she spoke. She didn't sugarcoat her experience. It wasn't just about heartbreak, it was about self-betrayal. She explained how Kody never reciprocated the same level of dedication she gave, and how every decision in the family revolved around what Kody wanted. Her marriage had been a one-way street, and she finally understood how much of herself she sacrificed in the process. Christine also addressed Kody's claims of a higher love with Robyn. Instead of bitterness, she expressed disbelief. "He never talked to us about that," she said, calling his narrative revisionist history. Her tone was calm, but the accusation was clear. Kody was rewriting the past to justify his emotional neglect. Janelle calls out the revisionist narrative. Janelle Brown has often been the most pragmatic and level-headed among the sister wives. But in Tell All Part 1, she too had reached her breaking point. As Kody recounted his newfound realization of true love with Robyn, Janelle looked visibly frustrated. She echoed Christine's sentiment, calling Kody's version of events a revisionist history. Janelle wasn't buying the idea that Kody had always sought a deeper emotional connection and that Robyn was the only one to offer it. According to Janelle, there were opportunities for Kody to foster those bonds with all his wives, but he chose not to. He didn't put in the work, she explained. And now that it's convenient, he's reframing the story to justify why he chose Robyn over everyone else.